Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have games at home against Rangers and at home to Aberdeen. And my word, is it getting a bit stressful. As you can see, we got absolutely destroyed by Hearts in the Scottish Cup semi-final. We ended up with our substitute goalkeeper Diego Calai, made his debut, conceded 5 goals, and yeah, it was a very, very bad day all round, that one. And since then, we managed a 2-0 win against St Johnstone, but we followed that up with only our fourth league defeat of the season with a 2-0 loss against Hibernian. Now, looking at the Scottish Premier League table, we're still top of the league. We're 7 points clear. If Celtic get a bad result in one of their games, and if Celtic get a bad result in one of their games, it's done. If we can win against Rangers or Aberdeen, we will win the league title. And again, what a season it's been. I wasn't expecting us to do as well as we have. But first up, we're against the team that has had the better of us every time we've played them so far. They are 3 for 3 against us, Rangers. But a result here would see us win our first title since 1983. So that's, 45 years, as obviously we're in 2028 in game now. 45 years into the future. And my word, what an achievement it would be. We're going to take a little bit of a change up. Lulic is going to start on that right hand side with Gary Rapper up front. Almasi sat there on the bench, and he will come on at some point if things aren't quite going in our favour. Very important game, as we are well aware now. There is a league title on the line. Can we do it here against Rangers, the team that we have failed to beat all season? Can we get any kind of result? A draw would be enough, I think. I think a draw will be enough. Anything, as long as it's not a defeat. And we have to look at the next game. Sirkin here to Polidoro. Back into Sirkin. O'Donnell holds on to it. Finds James. Good run here from James. Has support on the left-hand side, but knocks it back to centre-back Graham. Early opportunity knocks maybe here in the opening minute. And Gary Rapper's in. Oh, he's put it over the bar. That was a huge opportunity. 30 seconds in. My word, what an opportunity that was. Celtic are at home to Aberdeen, so it's a big game in that one as well. Again, if Celtic fail to win, we will win the title. Ridvan into Serota. Now Kakuri. Plays it out to right back Lozano, who looks to move it forward, and Sirkin holds him off and manages to force him back to Kakuri again. Now Raskin into Lozano. It makes me nervous when we play Rangers every time. Dilrosun now. Raskin, Kent, deflection and over the crossbar. Remains 0-0. It's a corner to Rangers. 5 minutes gone. Kent with the outswinger into the penalty area. It goes. Serota at the far post. It's headed over the bar and it remains 0-0. And only one goal in so far in the fixture. St Johnstone lead against Hibernian, but that's not the one, obviously, that we're interested in. Celtic Aberdeen remains 0-0. Here's Ridvan. Lulic couldn't quite win it. Here's Elaine. Gararapa couldn't quite get onto it, and Lozano is free now down this right hand side. Still holding on to it. Lozano plays it back into Raskin. Raskin with the ball into the penalty area. We managed just about to get it clear, but Elaine plays it back in. Graham clears. Lowry back in. Jovic now into Raskin. Elaine. We're holding on to dear life here. Raskin holds on to it. We keep the pressure on. Elaine plays it back to Serota. They rebuild again. Ryan Kent looks to turn Ashcroft but can't. Finds Elaine, but Ridvan's in behind. Ridvan, the left back. It's over the crossbar. It's only been a couple of minutes and it's still 0-0. 10 minutes gone now. We've survived the early scare. We are the team, believe it or not, with the shot on target, so we are playing a little bit better than Rangers, but at the same time, Rangers have had all the highlights, and Kent here with a corner, whips it to the far post. Elaine wins the header, and it's gone in. Lucas Elaine scoring from the corner against the run of play. An error at the back from our point of view, and an error from Stashevski, who couldn't keep it out. Rangers in front. Celtic remain 0-0 with Aberdeen. And again, like I say, we've only scored one goal in the 3 matches against Rangers as well. I'm not feeling very hopeful at the moment. 17 minutes gone and the goal went in. Half an hour has been played now and the game seems to have completely calmed down. Polidoro here with a corner, looks to the near post. It's cleared again by Elaine, who's dominating in the air so far. John James with an effort. It's rippled the top of the net, but it remains 1-0 and the shot is over the bar. So as we approach half time, it is still a 1-0 deficit. Celtic are still at 0-0. I think as it stands, a draw for Celtic means that the Aberdeen game comes into effect. If we get anything from this game and better Celtic's result or match Celtic's result, we will win the title against Rangers here. No substitutions from us. They've made one change in the midfield. We're just trying to urge the players on. We're still in this game. We can still get a result here. We're going to fire them up a little bit and see if we can just get anything going here. We've really struggled in this game to really create anything of note. Celtic still level with Aberdeen. Free kick here, wide right for Rangers. Kent to take. Swings it into the near post. Kokori holds onto it and plays it back into Ryan Kent, who strikes, and he's hit the crossbar, and Lulic manages to clear, and Dilrosun picks it up, but nothing doing. We've got a free kick here, and it's Azat Kesgin to take. Kesgin strikes, and it's Scuffet with the save. We really do miss a proper set-piece taker, unfortunately. We haven't got an outstanding set-piece taker in this squad. It's the one thing that we've lacked this season. Polidoro with an effort, Quinones with a header, but it's saved by Simon Scuffet, and it remains 1-0. We're going to switch Gary Rapper back with Lulic, and we're going to take Lulic off and bring on Almasi. Hopefully the height up front can give us a bit more of an advantage. Ross Graham is a little bit anxious here, so we're going to bring Pereira on for him. Again, it's a big risk. He is our captain, of course. But, I mean, unfortunately, going forward, we've had a number of poor performances here. Gary Rapper and Polidoro have been poor as well. We have got Cudjoe on the bench. And to be quite honest, I am tempted. But, I mean, Polidoro is anxious, so we will take him off for Mati Cudjoe. And I think, I mean, Gary Rapper is right-footed. We'll switch Gary Rapper onto that left-hand side. It's not something we've done regularly, but we're going to give it a go here. Almasi, Cudjoe and Pereira on. As you can see by the match stats, we've had more of the ball and we've had more attempts at goal as well. And the story was the same in the Hibernian game. We just couldn't get a finish, and Hibs, in the end, got a 2-0 win against us. Scuffet here with the goal kick. Looks to play it forward. Luka Jovic couldn't beat Quinones. Good header from him. O'Donnell and Ashcroft exchanging passes. Almasi wins the header, but there's no one to head it to. And Lozano picks it up. Finds Ridvan. Scuffet, we're keeping the pressure on high up the pitch. Can Sirkin win it against Dilrosun? Yes, he can. Finds Azat Kesgin. Now Gary Rapper wide left. Into Sirkin. Sirkin finds the space. Looks for Almasi. Couldn't beat Kokori. What's happened here? I think we've got a penalty. I'm not entirely sure what for. I thought Kokori just won the ball. And the referee's not going to check this. It's gone straight to VAR. And we've got a penalty. Stashevsky, the keeper, to take the penalty. What a moment this could be in our season. Stashevsky, it's saved by Simon Scuffet. Stashevsky's still the best penalty taker at the club, unfortunately, but he's missed that one, and that is a huge blow. What an opportunity that was. And Celtic, at the same time, have taken the lead against Aberdeen. Quinones now to O'Donnell. Now Azat Kesgin. Gary Rapper picks it up. Cuts inside. Gary Rapper strikes, and it's saved again by Scuffet, who taps it over the bar. This happened in the last game against Rangers. We ended up on the ascendancy and just couldn't find a goal. And we lost 1-0 last time as well. Cudjoe with the delivery from the corner. It's cleared away. Azat Kesgin picks it up. Now Ashcroft, and the highlight ends there. Are we going to suffer again at the hands of Rangers? Ashcroft here, into O'Donnell. Plays it into the penalty area. It's cleared by Kokori. Quinones picks it up. All of our players are in the Rangers half now, apart from our keeper. Ashcroft with the delivery, cleared by Lozano. Sirkin picks it up. Can he get a crossing? Yes, he can. And James has scored. Get in there, Jordan James. has potentially won us a title. Celtic do have a 1-0 lead against Aberdeen though, but as things stand, this point could be massive in our season. Celtic are the last game of the season, of course. What a massive, massive goal from John James. He doesn't score many. Stashevski here with the goal kick. James challenging, and he wins it. And Cudjoe could be in behind here. He has support arriving. Gary Rapper's there. Gary Rapper has scored. It's 2-1. Minutes left here, and we have a lead now. We've turned the game around. Are we heading for our first win against Rangers? And what a time to do it. A win here wins the title. Gararappa with the winner here potentially. We've been the better team. We've got a couple of minutes to hold on. Ashcroft here to Almasi. Just hold on to the ball. I'm hoping this is a highlight that just finishes the game off. If Rangers get the ball here, there's going to be danger in tow for sure. O'Donnell to Azak Kesgin. He switches the play beautifully. Ashcroft manages to keep it in play. He plays it into the penalty area. Gary Rapper's there and he's hit the crossbar. So close to 3-1. A minute to go. We've only gone and done it. We've beaten Rangers here by 2-1. It's the first time we've beaten them this season. Gary Rapper with the winner. We have lifted the Premier League trophy for Dundee United for the first time in 45 seasons. A last 10-minute salvo from Jordan James and Gary Rapper. My word. We've won the league title. I mean, it's our first. It's the first trophy we've won in this save so far. What a fantastic achievement from the boys. I am absolutely speechless right now. Celtic, in the end, finished with the win against Aberdeen as well, but it means absolutely nothing. We've got the game against Aberdeen to come, which will still be in this episode, of course. But then we've got Celtic on the last game of the season. But of course now there's nothing to play for in behind that. We've won the title, 7 points clear as it stands. Obviously, we've got Aberdeen and Celtic to play. What a fantastic end to the season, and the title has come with a win against Celtic's rivals Rangers. It's our first win against them this season, and we've only gone and done it. There's a few days, as you can see, between the Rangers game that we've just played and the Aberdeen game. I will just get through them off camera and we will come back and we'll get the Aberdeen game out of the way. Well, after the thrill of the Rangers game, the league title secure. We have a game at home to Aberdeen next up, and like I say, title secure. It's just a case of finishing the season off well now, and we might rotate a little bit and just give players an opportunity, to be honest. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have Stashevski remaining in goal, Sa, Pereira, Digberiku and Van Rui at the back, with Almeida, Kesgin and Moore in the midfield, Polidoro and Cudjoe out wide, and Sharp is going to start up front. Like I say, the season's done and dusted. It's just a case of finishing off the season. At the same time, we don't want to set up any bad form or anything, but it's right that we give the backup players an opportunity to play now. And obviously with no cup final on the horizon either, we're just in a position where we can just play out these last couple of games now. So let's see how we get on. Obviously the defence is the area of the pitch that's highly rotated. Midfielder's got a couple of players in and out, and going forward, obviously we've replaced the striker as well. So let's see how we get on with this lineup. Obviously the tactic stays the same, and the players that have been with us throughout the season have played in it, even though some of them haven't played many games. They've all played in the system. They know how it works, and hopefully we can go on and get another decent result here. As such, Celtic's game isn't on the same day as ours, not that it matters anyway. Rangers are playing Hibernian. We've already confirmed, obviously, the league title, therefore we are in the Champions League next season as well. Massive achievement there. Polidoro here with a set piece. Plays it into the penalty area, it's cleared away. He picks it up again on this left-hand side, looks to cut in, finds Pereira, the centre-back, and Pereira with a brilliant effort just over the crossbar. Very positive stuff so far. Just the one shot on target though from 6 attempts, Aberdeen 1 of 1, so I still think going forward we need to just have that little bit more in terms of like shot conversion, shots on target. We just need to pick it up a little bit, really. But we're continuing to play well. Yes, we've not really had many goal scoring opportunities, but we're continuing to play good football. Majority of the ball, majority of the chances created as well. Things are going nicely. And as we go into the second half, hopefully we will be able to create something. Rangers, incidentally, are ahead in their game. Here's Harmon into Chakfatadze. Plays it back into Dees. Now New into Astley. Good pressure needed to try and win the ball back here. Here's Dees again. McAllister into New, who finds Tahith Chong. And Chong with the effort is gone wide. Just got to demand a little bit more from the side. And hopefully we can create something in this second half. Bender here with the delivery forward for Aberdeen. We win the header, and Cudjoe couldn't win the second ball though, and Harmon picks it up and finds Persuasion. He just holds on to it, and he easily gets past Van Rooij, who just stops his run back. Stashevski does well to make the claim there, and it remains 0-0. What's going on here? A penalty review? A penalty's been awarded to Aberdeen here. I'm not entirely sure what for. I thought the ball came in, Stashevski claimed it, and that was that. But penalty to be taken by Chakfatadze, and he scores it. It's 1-0 here to Aberdeen. And we're going to make some changes, I think, here. We're not playing very well. Players seem to have lost focus for whatever reason. We're going to bring Almasi on there. We're going to bring Gararapa on there. And we're going to make some changes in midfield, I think, as well. Jordan James is going to come on for Craig Moore. Dennis Sirkin is going to come on at left back. Because, I mean, he's our best defender, Sirkin, in my opinion. We're going to bring Canenez on as well for probably actually for Pereira. Digberiku, I do quite like him, but he's struggled to get in the side a bit more recently. And we are going to fire the boys up a little bit because we've looked a bit lazy in the second half, and as you could see there, the players not really showing a lot of focus. Obviously, we've done the hard work now, but hopefully we can get something from the game. Chong here with a free kick in a dangerous position. He whips it in, smashes it against the woodwork, and it is going to be cleared just. Polidoro finds Almasi, and there's a potential for a counter on here. Polidoro looks to find Gararapa, who does really well to get onto it. Almeida into Polidoro, fired it forward, but Almasi couldn't pick it up, and it remains 1-0 here to Aberdeen. Bit disappointed in the performance, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we've had a lot of the ball, but in terms of the shots on target and everything, Aberdeen are much better than us at the minute. They've got a better XG as well, Aberdeen, and that's largely from the penalty, of course. But I mean, we've given some of the reserve players an opportunity here, and they've not performed well at all. So it certainly says that we've got to. I mean, we've got a very good first team, and we've been very lucky with injuries this season. We haven't had many. But it shows how much squad building really that we've got to do. Digberiku couldn't find Van Rooij, and Persuasion picks it up again. McAllister into Persuasion, and to be honest, Van Rooij's had a shocking game. He keeps getting beaten by the winger. Digberiku picks it up and finds Van Rooij. Now Almeida has an opportunity to play the ball forward, and he does well here, and he finds Almasi, who brings it down as a good effort goal, but Bender makes a very good save. But again, those are the kinds of chances he should be putting away. And here's Polidoro with the set piece to result from that. And the header is over the crossbar from Quinones. Again, it's been a funny game really, but the backup players haven't performed. They really haven't. And we don't want to finish the season poorly by any means. We need to keep reasonable form going. As Digberiku scores with a header from Polidoro, it went in off the post. Polidoro with the assist from the corner, and we do have a leveller. I think Digberiku a player that certainly has a future at the club. He's worked hard, and when we play him, he tends to play well. But overall, a 1-1 draw is not the best result, but it's certainly not a defeat. So quite happy with that overall. We scraped it to get back into the game really, but we've done well in the end, and we got the result we deserved. Really, we didn't deserve to win the game by any means, but not bad overall. But some of them backup players need to look at themselves really and really try and push on a bit. Celtic must have drawn. They must have played the day before because they're still 7 points behind us, and we look forward now to the end of the season. We are going to come back for the Celtic game, just to finish the season off, and we'll have a bit of a season review just to cap the season off. We'll go through a few bits and pieces, see how we get on, and potentially talk about a transfer window that could happen soon. So until then, guys, thank you very much for all your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time, and this is Big Will signing away.